Imagine waking up in a world where nobody could speak. No names, no stories, no questions, no "I love you," no "watch out." If a dangerous lion was hiding nearby, you couldn't shout a warning. If you discovered a river full of fish, you couldn't tell anyone where to find it. Every idea would stay trapped inside your own mind. Yet today, humans speak more than 7,000 different languages. So how did we go from complete silence on it to conversations, books, and entire civilizations? What was the very first word ever spoken? Surprisingly, no one knows. And that's exactly what makes this one of humanity's greatest mysteries. Chapter 1. Before there were words. Around 300,000 years ago, the first Homo sapiens appeared in Africa. They looked very different from us, but they faced many of the same challenges. Finding food, avoiding predators, protecting their families. Long before language existed and early humans still communicated. Like chimpanzees today, they probably use screams, grunts, facial expressions, and body movements. A loud cry could mean danger, a smile could show trust, pointing could lead others toward food. These simple signals helped small groups survive. But they had one huge problem. You couldn't explain complicated ideas with a grunt. You couldn't describe tomorrow or yesterday, or make detailed plans for a hunt. As human lives became more complex, something had to change. Chapter 2. The first words. Scientists don't know what the first spoken word was. Spoken language leaves almost no physical evidence. Unlike bones or tools, words disappear the moment they're spoken. But many researchers believe language didn't appear overnight. It evolved slowly. Imagine one person pointing toward water while making the same sound every single time. Eventually, everyone in the group understood that sound meant water. The same thing may have happened for food, fire, animals, people. Little by little, sounds became symbols, and symbols became words. Nobody sat down and invented language. It grew naturally across thousands of generations. Every child learned from older generations, then added something new. Chapter 3. Why humans could speak. If chimpanzees are so intelligent, why didn't they invent language too? Part of the answer lies inside our bodies. Humans evolved a unique voice box, flexible tongue, and fine control over breathing. Together, these allowed us to produce thousands of different sounds. But the biggest difference was inside the brain. The human brain became incredibly skilled at recognizing patterns and connecting sounds with meaning. Instead of making random noises, humans could organize sounds into ideas, and ideas into sentences. This ability completely changed our future. Chapter 4. Language changed everything. Imagine trying to teach someone how to make fire. Without speaking, it would take hours. Now imagine simply saying, "Use dry wood." Language allowed knowledge to spread faster than ever before. Hunters could plan together before chasing animals. Parents could teach children. Elders could share survival lessons. People could tell stories about dangerous places they had never personally visited. For the first time in history, knowledge could survive longer than a single lifetime. Language became humanity's greatest invention. Chapter 5. One language becomes thousands. As humans left Africa around 60,000 to 70,000 years ago, small groups spread across Asia, Europe, Australia, and eventually the Americas. These groups lived far apart for thousands of years. Without regular contact, their speech slowly changed. Words changed. Sounds changed. Grammar changed. Generation after generation, entirely new languages appeared. Today, Earth has over 7,000 living languages. Some are spoken by billions, others by only a handful of people. Yet scientists believe many may ultimately trace back to communication systems developed by our ancient ancestors. Chapter 6. Will we ever know the first word? So, what was humanity's first word? The truth is, language existed long before writing. By the time humans began recording words, language had already been evolving for tens of thousands of years. Some scientists think the first words may have been names for family members. Others believe they described food, water, or danger. No evidence can tell us for certain. The very first conversation has been lost forever, but its impact still echoes every single day. Conclusion. Every joke you've laughed at, every song you've sung, every promise you've made, every story you've heard, exists because our ancestors slowly transformed simple sounds into language. They didn't invent it in a single day. They built it, one sound at a time, one generation at a time, one conversation at a time. And every time you speak, you're continuing a journey that began hundreds of thousands of years ago, when one ancient human made a sound, and for the very first time,